take my hand and we'll go away to a different place, float on air and we'll hide away. I'll be your escape. Look up and feel the shifting winds tossing us around again. Hold tight, get ready to begin and just levitate. No control over where we go, but we don't care to know. Ignorance is bliss. Your tears are gone, and they drifted back from where they came, and they will not be missed. Look up and feel the shifting winds tossing us around again. Hold tight, get ready to begin and just levitate.
Good evening, it's Friday night, we're finally here, late as ever. I feel like coming on late is the new thing for me now, but we're live, we're good to go. I will reveal my team in a minute. No live transfers tonight because I've already made my transfers. There was a lot of price rises yesterday, so whether I got 1, 2 or 3 City players I was always going to move, so we'll come on to those in a minute. But how's it going, everyone? I have to say hi to Tom. My little boy's going to watch the first 10 minutes, so no swearing. Completely nice words tonight, at least for the first 10 minutes. Fozzie, how's it going? You need to get in here straight away, Fozzie, when the stream goes live, because I always put Candyland on first now. Sai, how's it going? New graphics, kind of. I had a little mess around earlier. Yeah, it could be a bit better. It looks okay. I don't like the big words at the bottom, but yeah, I need to play around with that. Does the sound going okay? I moved my mic a bit. I don't want it to be too loud and having to pick up everything more than it already usually does. Just let me know how it is. TM's got a headache. I'm done now. It's quite nice. I can come to this stream quite relaxed because I've already made my decisions. I've made my triple captain decision as well. So I don't think I'm going to change that unless you guys talk me out of yes or no, depending on which I've gone. But it is done. I've just changed the... I've just put up 2 polls. One is about Aguero's minutes and one's whether you're using your triple captain. I forgot to do it for the stream. There's always something I forget. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, if you want to vote on that, you may need to refresh the stream. And then you can go ahead and vote, and we'll look at them in about an hour or so, and then check them again at the end of the stream. Should be good. You'll be behind the sofa. Yeah, I'd say there's a few people still undecided on triple captain. It's pretty big. Let me show you my team right now. Okay, so this is my team. This is the guys I think are going to get me the points this week. What do you reckon? It sounds a bit louder than usual. Music's a bit lower. Is that a good or a bad thing? So I was thinking about triple captain in Mawson after his last game, or his couple of games ago. Oh, you want me to scroll down? Sorry, I didn't realise you wanted to see like the interest and stuff. Like, not only is it scrolled up, I've also increased the size so that you can't see the midfield, because that would have given it away. You would have seen how many blue shirts. It's purposely like that, people. Nothing's an accident here, apart from when I accidentally blue screen the stream. Okay, let me put it back to 100%. Oh dear, there they are. Sterling and Sané. To be fair, if anyone's checked my team, they've already seen 3 transfers. So unless I did the ones that Fozzie recommended with Tom Carroll, then you could have already worked out who I got. But what you will see from Sterling is that nice little white V. So I hate to be boring, but yeah, I've got all 3 of them. Sané, Sterling, Aguero, triple captain. And I think I'm going to stick with that. Kind of made... One thing I said on the last stream I've got in my head is, I think at most the triple captain is probably worth 25 points. If it goes wrong, so be it. Do you know what I mean? If Sanchez has a great double game week down the line, I'm still going to be able to captain him. I'm just not going to be able to triple captain it. It's not the end of the world. And then next week I'll probably do... There's a little part of me, because obviously we were hoping Aguero does well. If he does well, there's a little part of me that might keep him. But obviously Lukaku I need in, so we'll see. I'll see what I can do with that. But I expect Lukaku's going to come in. And then I may ship Sterling or Sané for someone else. But the fact that Phillips might be back is kind of handy. But basically, from 28 onwards, I'm going to have to wing it. Because if I'm honest, I don't really have a plan. I just like double game week, so I got all 3 of them in. That was a -8 for those that are asking. Peter Crouch got to go. He probably does. But as I've already made my transfers now, I don't want to take another transfer to get rid of Crouch. I could play Phillips instead, but I'm just going to go for the double game week. If he doesn't play, so be it. Sané was the problem. I really only wanted 2. But then Sané scored, and he's been doing okay in the league, and he's pretty nailed on, he come off early. And his ownership just thought, well, just made me want to get him in. Like, he's still only owned by 2 point something, yeah, 2.3% overall. I mean, that's a crazy differential for a double game week. Especially one who could do well in those games, so... I mean, my thoughts on the triple captain is essentially, like I just said a minute ago, it's probably worth about 25 points, absolute max. I don't know if I want to worry for the rest of the season over it when we've got 2 really nice fixtures. Yes, we could get something better than that, where Arsenal get a better combo, but will Sanchez be on form? Will Sanchez be injured? I don't know. And yes, I have seen those. Well, where have those reports come from about Aguero with a tight hamstring? Because I've only seen Ben Dinnery tweet about it, and I'd like to see where he got it from. He just generally copies a different news source, so there must be a news source out there somewhere with it. I've not seen it. It's pretty scary. Game week 28 doesn't look good for me. Well, I have Lukaku back in, so how much better could it be? I mean, my question to 5 for 28. No, hang on. Unless I've completely read it wrong, I've got 7, sorry. Heaton and Mawson and Brunt is 3. Mane is 4. Sigurdsson's 5. Phillips is 6. And Funes Mori is 7. And then Aguero to Lukaku is 8. I mean, who else are you bringing in past 8? What other transfers should we making? Antonio, maybe? Because I don't think past 8 players. I don't really know how to bring in. I might take a -4 and get up to 9. And obviously this all depends on Phillips playing. We'll see. Hey Big Ricey, how's it going? Triple City is rip. Ah, come on. It's a double game week. You'll all be eating your words. Hopefully. If not, I'll still be here next week to take the flak. Sorry, a bit more typing than normal at the start of the stream. It will cease soon. Yeah, I think 8's quite good. I mean, for those of you who are saying I'm screwed in Game Week 28, how many players are you going for? Is Silva too risky? Silva could actually be a really good differential. I mean, Sané is also a really good differential, but I don't think anyone's really looking at Silva. But his stats are really good. Or pretty good. 4 double game weekends. Am I 100% nailed on triple captain? I think I am. Unless some better news than just that tweet from Ben comes out, then I'll probably stick with it. I like the fixtures, so... How's it going, people? I know a lot of people have come in and said hi. I probably missed you all. I do apologise. Anand, Muath, how's it going? Lots of regulars in here tonight, which is awesome to see. Damn, we're already up to 129 people watching. Jesus, 24 messages a minute. I'm never going to keep up with that. Yeah, 900 sub goal now. I suppose it should have been 850 really. We're at an 844, so we only just about 800 in the last stream, and now we're up to 844, so that's awesome. You aren't worried there might be a triple game week? Oh, if there's a triple game week, then one, probably none of the outfield players will play all 3 matches. Ibra even said himself after the final against Southampton that he was basically knackered by the end of the game. I don't see him playing 3 games in like 7 days, 6 or 7 days, whatever it would be. If there is, the only thing I don't have is a triple captain. Like, I can still captain someone. I think we've got to remember that. I think sometimes triple captain sounds maybe a bit better. It's basically just one player's score. It's not like I go into a triple game week without a captain, if that makes sense. Maybe that's just, I'm a madman. Right, I just have to say bye to Tom now. He's going to bed, so good night. And then maybe we'll start swearing. All you people having a go at my team. And one thing I'm really interested in, we might come on to later, is when to use the wild card. Triple game week could easily be outscored by double game week. Yeah, I don't think I don't think many players would play all games in a triple game week. Yeah, exactly. Triple game week doesn't really exist because nobody will play all the games. It'd be crazy. Who did you sell for the 3 City players? So I sold Lukaku, which is probably the one I'm most worried about because I could have got rid of Ibra and kept Ali and benched Crouch, which I know sounds a bit weird, but essentially if Lukaku, even if he scores or just gets an assist, then I think keeping Ibra was the wrong decision, unless obviously Ibra goes mad. We'll see. But like anyone that's like heard me speak on the Scoutcast like last year, I love double game weeks, to be honest. I think it's the most fun we have like for the whole season. If Sané was owned by as many people as Sterling, I don't know if I'd be so tempted. I like the fact he's a differential. Am I on Twitch? I have a Twitch channel with the same name as this one, Andy85WSM. I'd like to start using that more, but it's a time thing, so feel free to follow, but I won't promise that I'll be on there much at the moment anyway. How's it going, Jimmy 2? Glad you're enjoying things. Yeah, I know this is the hardest thing for people. That Waller is Tom in chat. Sorry. The hardest thing now for those of you that don't want a triple captain is seeing everyone else do it now, and it is really difficult when that happens. I'm really bad for that. I struggle to go against the crowd in situations like this, but stay strong. Be an interesting one. Like I said on the last stream, I think I'd like 15 to 17 points and I'd be happy with my triple captain, I think. Any more at that point's a bonus. Because obviously we want like 25 plus like last year, but I don't know. We'll see. If he plays both games, it's a possibility. Should include a link to your Twitch channel in your video descriptions. Yeah, I might do. I just don't really use it. The last time I used it, Twitch, I don't want to start talking about this too much, but when you're starting off on Twitch, only people with really good connections can watch the video, pretty much. So whereas YouTube, they're a bit more thoughtful, I suppose, to those with not such good connections, so they compensate for that and let you watch at a lower speed or something like that. Anyway, I might set up a separate YouTube channel. We'll see. We can talk, if you're around later, we'll talk about that a bit more towards the end of the stream. Why now the triple captain with everyone doing it? Feels like a weird weekend. Yeah, this will be a pretty stressful weekend for those that are triple captaining, because we're essentially, because the City game's not till 4 on Sunday, so we're going to be looking for news all over the weekend and then waiting for that 3 o'clock lineup. And if he's not in the lineup, it's chaos, isn't it? Obviously he can come on and score, but that's not what you want. You want him starting and hitting a hat-trick. What you really want from double game week experience, at least from a stress point of view, is you want to see the points in the first game, so you can just relax in the second game. But we'll see. What's the like/sub goal about? It's just what I'd like to get to, basically. So on this video, I'd like to get to 150 likes. We did that on the last one. It's up over 200 right now. And yeah, it'd be nice to hit 900, and then we'll go for 1,000. Yeah, Phillips news is way more positive than I thought it might be actually as well. Because I don't really need to play him in 27, so if he's fit for 28, that's handy for me. Did I not say what I actually did transfer-wise? Let me pull it up so you can see it. Obviously I could just tell you. So yeah, I did Lukaku out for Aguero, Mkhitaryan out for Sterling, so I was pretty much going to do those two. So because I was already doing those two, I took the Ali to Sané as like a completely isolated transfer. Was Ali against Everton plus 4 points, better than Sané playing 2 games, and obviously I'm banking on Sané playing the 2 games. Both of them don't play next week, so in that respect it makes no difference to my team, which is why I took the hit. If Ali was playing in 28, then I would never have made that transfer. But because he's not, to me that's just a -4 this week. And if I need to transfer Sané out, then fine, then I would have needed to transfer Ali out. At least that's how I've convinced myself that it was the right move. And this game's all about justifying to yourself, even if it's not good. What about the -4 to take Sané out? Well, exactly, that's what I just said. If I need to take Sané out, then I would have needed to take Ali out. Oh yeah, Rob Snodgrass, Bobby Snod. He's got an arrest warrant out apparently. Missed a court case today, so if anyone's got him, I'd be a bit worried. Because if he goes and plays, I think the police will know where he is. Doesn't Ali have a nice set of home games ahead? Yeah, but I think Kane is the one I want from Spurs. I mean, you're right, longer term Ali could have been good, but I think the Liverpool game for City is first. I wouldn't actually mind. Okay, fair enough, probably triple City attack is probably not the greatest for Liverpool at home. I wouldn't mind having 1 or 2 of them. I mean, if Aguero does well, there is a possibility that I keep Aguero and ship Ibra. Because Middlesbrough away, don't know about that one. West Brom and Everton could be okay. We'll see. The warrants, yeah, it's just for me. Apparently, from what I read on the BBC, I'll pull it up now. So you can have a quick look for anyone that didn't know. He was either driving or he was in the back of a car holding a child. I guess it just wasn't. The child wasn't secure, so he missed the court trial and a warrant's been issued. So that's from the BBC. That's genuine. That's from tonight, like about 2 hours ago. So there you go. You can undo it when you play a chip, so I can come down here and just click the X, and then I'm not playing it anymore. But we won't be doing that. How's it going, Roofter? You pulled the trigger on your moves last night. Okay, cool, same thing. Just before SAS. I like the fact they were SAS. Sutton and Shearer style. Defoe, Kane, Ericsson, and Antonio to Aguero, Berahino. Oh, I like that. Bringing in 4 double game weekers. Just hope for you that Berahino starts. Although, if he starts, my Crouch doesn't play. So yeah, hopefully that Berahino move for you goes tits up. Nah, I'm only joking. Best scenario is they both play, I suppose. We'll see how that goes. What's the chances of Phillips starting? I don't know, because if he's only... Was it that he's only being assessed tomorrow after training or something? I don't know. I'd say it seems not likely. How many points did my all-out attack get me? Not many. I think I played it in Gameweek... No, not 6. Is it 4? Tells me done it below. Let's have a look. Oh, Gameweek 7. Straight after I played the wild card, basically. Yeah, it didn't really net me anything, to be honest. I mean, my defence didn't score anything either, so I would have probably benched Kapui, so yeah, it would have been handier late down the season, but just the way it goes. That's just the way it is. Pulis was big enough. Yeah, Pulis really likes Phillips, so I'm fairly confident he'll get back into the team, but we'll see. Yeah, Tom stopped watching, hence the tits up. Interesting question about all-out attack, though. Wasn't expecting all-out attack questions today. It will be interesting to see how many people have the balls to triple captain De Bruyne, Sané, and Sterling. I think Sterling captain. The thing is, I think Sterling. If we take triple captain out of the equation, I think Sterling captain's a good one this week. I just couldn't see myself putting the triple on him, which again isn't very logical. If I think he's a good captain, then surely he could be okay for the triple captain. But so this is a worry that Sterling's not quite as explosive. Like he might get returns in both games, but you're possibly looking like an 8 and a 9, or 9 or a 9 and a 10, something like that. Not that 19 points is anything to be sniffed at, of course. Can't believe that so few have Sané. Yeah, I mean, Sterling's just the man. I mean, what you'll find for a lot of people, or at least this is what we think, is, you know, they'll see that Man City have got a double, they'll come to here, and De Bruyne and Sterling are the top two. Sterling's cheaper, so he goes straight in. Sané's down here. So for those kind of in the know, he's a good pick, but for others, maybe not so much. They won't be looking at him. I mean, obviously there is the chance of rotation, but they've been playing so well that fingers crossed Pep will keep playing them. But it is a load of game weeks in a short space of time, so, or a load of games. Is my triple captain confirmed? Yes. Unless there's some really big Aguero news from a good source, yeah, I'll keep it. Keep him. Triple captain, that is. All out attack is for game week 38. Yeah, I mean, whatever really. I mean, I had a few game weeks recently where I could have done with it, so I wouldn't say it has to be for game week 38. More like to just get you out of a jam. Is Snodgrass actually a doubt? I don't know. It depends whether a warrant means you get arrested, I suppose. Because if he starts playing a football match, the police are going to know exactly where he is. Matt is still debating the third double game week player. Caballero, Kolarov, Sterling for Manone, Baines and Ali. Well, I've basically done Sterling in for Ali, haven't I, with Sané, so... You've been talking about Kolarov so much, you can't back out, surely. Not that I think getting him in for Baines is a good idea, but you were talking about him a lot. When am I planning on wildcard? I'd like to wildcard as late as possible, although... I don't know how much value there is in waiting until 36 for the 37 double game week, so I don't know. I am tempted to do it earlier, get the players in that we know we'd probably want for the doubles anyway and go from there, but obviously have 3 transfers in between to sort it out. But we don't know what's going to happen. There could be chaos before 36 where I really need a wild card. So I'll just see how it goes, to be honest. If we get a few of the games, because like there's chances for like Arsenal and Man United, I think, to be put into game weeks like 32, 33, 35, etc. And they'd be kind of double game weeks on their own, like a bit like this week. So at that point, it's a bit easier to get the players in without a wild card because you're not worrying about 4 or 5 different teams. So we'll see. Someone said the warrant in Scotland wouldn't be valid to arrest him in England. That sounds unlikely to me, but I'm not a lawyer. Heaton or Jakupovic, to bring in or to play? I guess it's to play. Oh yeah, people were asking me in the last stream. It depends whether you think that Leicester game was against Liverpool was just a stroke of luck or not, or a turn of the corner, or you know what I mean. Obviously they don't have a new manager in yet, but they seem to play better against Liverpool. I mean, for me, if that Leicester team really has now like kind of started to want to play, then Hull are probably going to concede more. So they should both get saves. I don't think the points difference will be too high between them. Yeah, I also hope that Manny isn't a letdown again. Do I listen to any weekly FPL podcasts? I really want to say yes, but I don't really, to be honest. I should, because I know there's a lot of good ones out there. I sometimes listen back to some of the Scoutcasts to see how bad I was. If that helps. How much in the bank? Hardly anything now. 2 million. Why is that? Oh, because I got rid of Valley, wasn't it? Oh, and Lukaku, yeah. So 2 million in the bank. I have options. They're going to take hits, but there we go. Obviously, you know, people were saying earlier about, oh, now it's another hit to get them back out, and you're right, but I'm obviously banking on getting the points in this game week to make up for it. Yes, I did say on the Scoutcast, if Aguero doesn't start against Midfield, then he'll probably start both double game week games. Oh, that's still true, but I think before the last stream on Wednesday, I did say, like on that day, I'd already kind of told myself he was going to start. Like, it was actually a bit silly to think he wasn't going to. So I still think he'll play both, or play a part in both at least. Would he play both? I'm telling myself he'll play both. That's why I got the triple captain on. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. Imagine if he doesn't start either game. I mean, surely that's a definite no. That's not going to happen, surely. Did I get Sané for an 8-point hit? Yeah, basically. My 3 transfers for a -8. Huddersfield at home has to be seen as easier than Borough away. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're still expecting to beat Middlesbrough though. Yeah, a few people have probably got this now, so Hazard is a doubt. But the amount of times you hear a report from Hazard where it says he's had a kick, like, he gets kicked every week, so I don't know if I'd worry too much about that, but obviously because it's double game week, suddenly it seems a lot easier to make the move. If it was me, I would probably take out Hazard for Sané, but I'm a bit trigger happy when it comes to double game week, so maybe checking the chat for other people's answers, maybe give a more balanced view. Obviously there's always a chance Hazard plays, Sané only plays 1 game, in which case you're taking a -4 for a player that's only going to play in the same, or play similar amount of minutes, maybe. When am I planning to get Sanchez or Kane? As soon as possible, but I don't really have a plan right now. Do I think Aguero's going to play 180 minutes? He probably won't play 180. Best case is that he starts both games, I'd say. Well, obviously, best case scenario is he plays 180, but realistic best case is that he starts both games and makes it to about 70 minutes in both. That'd be nice. I don't think we can really expect too much more than that. Which again is an argument for saving it for someone like Sanchez, who would probably play 180 minutes. What are my thoughts on Stones? I like the price, but you're always going to have that niggling feeling that he's going to get dropped. Not dropped, but just rotated in defence. I think Clichy might be back this week. Did they say anything about Clichy today? I didn't read that. But he's only 4.7. If you can get around game week 28 with him, then you can bench him at that price. So it's a bit like why I got Mawson in and why I'd look at players like Maguire, because you play him in these game weeks, and then if you need to bench him or whatever, you can because they're so cheap. Whereas you always feel like you have to play players like Alonso. What did Mark do? I don't know, but he was talking about tripling up, wasn't he? So how many transfers has he done? TM probably knows. I'm sure TM's checked. Yeah, he's made 3 transfers. I'd say it's Aguero, Sterling and Sané in. Costa. Jeez. Oh, Stanislas, because he had money in... Oh, he's still got 2.5 in the bank. I don't know, but I'd say he's tripled up on the City attack. He already got Sterling in, didn't he? And he's definitely going to get Aguero. He'll be really tempted by Sané, I'd say. So, yeah. Yeah, Vieronka. I heard that he'd taken a hit. It's interesting. Even Vieronka loves double game weeks. If Sunderland go 2-0 up and they need goals, surely Aguero stays on. Yeah, but are Sunderland going to go 2-0 up? Probably not. Yeah, I think Mark's like top 2k or something like that. He's had a great season. Under a lot of pressure. Yeah, 1940. No way I'm catching him. Vieronka's rank has been creeping up nicely, as always. It always does. Would you get rid of Mane for Sané? No, probably not, because Mane plays in 28. That's really valuable, I think, especially as it's Burnley at home. I think in your situation, you either find a different way to get Sané in, or you just leave it. Will Mark go through with triple captain? I think yes. I think he probably wants to save it for Sanchez more than I do. I think he'll go for it. It's so hard to ignore those fixtures. Sunderland away and Stoke at home, it really doesn't get much better than that. Do you know what I mean, for a double game? Obviously there's perfect scenario, maybe, well, Sunderland at home for a start, but yeah, it doesn't get much better. What's probably the only way it gets better? If it's Stoke at home and Bournemouth at home, I guess. Or Sunderland at home, Bournemouth at home, something like that. Liverpool lose versus Burnley, yeah, but hopefully they'll score versus Arsenal. Morales, oh god, not going back there. Morales is now on the list with Barkley of players I'll never bring in. Bloody Everton. Given the news on Snodgrass, should you definitely take a hit to get Sterling in for him? I mean, if he's not going to play, then Sterling's going to definitely score more. I mean, that could be good anyway, but it's tough to take out a Gameweek 28 player. And we don't know that he's not going to play, we just know there's a warrant out. Do you think the amount for hits should be higher to make squad management more important? Say -5 per transfer. People have said that before. I mean, what I would say to that is that there's a lot of people right now questioning whether or not they should get a player in because it's -4. So I don't know if the -4. So how to explain that? So the -4 is already putting people off. So I don't know if it needs to go to -5. It probably would make people think twice, but it's only an extra point, I suppose. But then again, yeah, if I take a -8, that's a -10. Doesn't sound as nice. I'd probably soon get used to taking those hits, though. Felix, am I 100% going triple captain? Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, Ken makes a good point there. Since when has criminal proceedings stopped a Premier League player starting? Yeah, I don't want to like sit here and scaremonger that Snodgrass isn't going to play, but just saw that news before we came on, so good to share it. It's not murder, that's true. Remember Nolito could play. I can't even remember if Nolito can be played at all, let alone as a false 9 anymore. Just joined the stream. Is this actually Ladbrokes? Can you give me a sponsorship? Good point, Matthew. Right, okay, let's see. Later on in the season, teams fighting relegation will likely be harder to smash. Surely another reason to triple captain Aguero. That sounds like something that we all think, but might not necessarily be true. Whether or not like relegation teams really do tighten up. We've also got to remember they probably also need to win games, so they need to score. So I don't know about that. But again, that can be seen in different ways in 10 game weeks time. So when this game week's 37, oh sorry, we're probably not going to use triple captain in 37, but like 36 or 34 or whenever it is. You don't know what info you're going to have at that time. Will there be players injured? Will formations have changed? Will players have been dropped? I mean, probably not the ones that we want to triple captain, but I don't know. Like, is Kane as good an option if Eriksen is injured? I don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen in 10 weeks' time, which is one reason I want to play it, but it's a reason that a lot of people don't as well. So instead of hits, it would be better just to have a total number of transfers to use throughout the season, e.g. 50. I don't know, because then it's basically Sky. I like having the option to take hits, to be honest. Because in Sky, you kind of, at least when I've played it a little bit in one season, you kind of, at one point, you're just leaving your team, really, you're just making captain choices. It's a bit boring, I find. I like being able to take the extra hits as I need. Could you use the cash in the bank to get Berahino? I'm not going to do that move because I know the money, if you were putting money on it, you'd put it on Berahino to start, but Crouch could start. But then again, you'd think maybe Hughes would want to get Berahino in an easy fixture to then play against City maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, mid-table teams are probably, yeah, you're right, probably weaker because they got nothing to play for. Crouch the Berahino for a -12. I hadn't even thought of that. No, I don't want to do that because... And then maybe Berahino becomes Gabbiadini later on. Interesting. Am I leaving myself enough money to get Sanchez back? I said this already, like, honestly, I've not really got much of a plan how I'm getting Kane and Sanchez in. I just know I want them. I mean, Aguero to Kane is probably good, but I also need Lukaku back. So, do I need Lukaku? Yeah, I know I probably do. In fact, Lukaku's probably my captain next week, so I almost definitely have to get him back. Unless I captain Mane, of course. But no, I'm getting Lukaku back. We'll worry about the rest afterwards. I might even do Ibra to Kane, to be honest. That's something that's crossed my mind. I could downgrade Sunderland Sané to Tom Carroll and upgrade Crouch to big hitter. So I don't know, there's loads of options. I don't really have a plan at the moment. I know that's really bad. If you were going to rotate the home game, it'd be better to do it in. Yeah, maybe. It depends though, like what he thinks of the opposition, who he thinks he needs in to beat the particular team, etc. Mane captain versus Burnley, 100%. I'll probably put it on Lukaku, to be honest, but we'll see you next week. That's a good point by Sai. Isn't Berahino just there for the Sky cameras on deadline day? I'm telling you, he's just a Kagawa. He's someone that his reputation is better because he's been benched, basically. Because he's not playing to show us that he's bad. I don't know, maybe that's harsh. He did do well one season, didn't he? I'm just looking at him now. Yeah, he scored 14 goals in 2014-15. Ain't bad, I suppose. He hasn't played properly for ages, so who knows what kind of state he'll be in. Not like a full game, that is. I know he's been making some sub appearances. You'd say Crouch versus Otamendi and Stones could tempt us. Yeah, maybe. Ibra is just a slightly better version of Costa. At the moment he probably is, yeah, but I think he tends to be a bit more of a bonus point magnet than Costa is, and he's had more double figure hauls, so... But he's more expensive. If Kolarov moves to left back, he could be an option. If we could guarantee right now, well, obviously I can't do it, but guarantee that Kolarov was going to play both games at left back, then would that be a serious tempter? Imagine if it's in a 3-5-2. Aguero and Sané up front. I'm just talking rubbish now. Yeah, Newcastle did tank Spurs 5-1. That was last game of the season, wasn't it? Would you do Phillips? What I'll say now, right, to anyone watching, if you ask me a question which involves getting a double game week player in, I'll almost always say yes. Unless it's for a game week 28 player, then I'd probably rethink it. But when it's Phillips, I'd be tempted, to be honest, to bring Sané in for a -4, an extra -4. Where's Craig's question? Oh yeah. How's it going? I've got Aguero and Sterling in for Ali and Costa yesterday for free. Would you do Hazard to Sané for a hit? I would. If you think he's not going to... I think he might not play. But to be honest, here's what I say. I think Hazard will probably play. The amount of times he gets a kick and then plays the next game is like... It feels like it's every other game week. Will Sané outscore him for a -4? He could do if he plays both games. Hazard versus West Ham, away from home. Doesn't tend to score as many away from home. Why is Kane flagged? Because Pochettino said they were, I think they were like watching him or something there to doing check up on him again after training or something. Don't think it's going to be too big. I think he'll play. You subbed. Thanks, Matthew Jones. I mean, you weren't already subbed. How do you know when I'm on there? Not? Do you follow me on Twitter, maybe? Because you're always here. I have Snodgrass. Will he play? At this point in time, all we can do is assume that he'll play because we don't know otherwise. All we have is a report, there's a warrant out for him, but further than that we don't know. What have you missed? You've missed 45 minutes of expert knowledge from the chat and me just chatting rubbish. I've revealed my team. Triple City attack. Aguero captain. Should probably tweet that out. Take a screenshot of it a sec. Plug the stream once more. I don't do that enough, I don't think. Plug the stream once I'm already on. There you can see what I'm doing. Lost a lot of celebrating. I think Lukaku dropped, didn't he? So I'm only 0.1 off on him, so should be good. Where's the video? As well as SES, you have CIA and attack. I like that. Right, apologies for that. Can you play Holobas? You always enjoy the anger. I don't get too angry about him. He's a bit annoying though, to be honest. Come on, TM, we all want to know your plans. Spit it out. Mark's not watching. You just came across this vid and think it's a really cool idea. It is a really great idea, Matthew. You should definitely subscribe, hit the thumbs up button and all that good stuff and hang out for another hour or so. Single game weeks will feel boring after these. Next week is going to be awful. There definitely won't be a triple stream next week. Imagine trying to talk about game week 28 3 times in the week. And on the Scoutcast, that'd be 4 times. Yeah, I said that. I mean, at this point, I think most people have got the players in. Maybe there'll be some fallout from this week. We can laugh at how badly my triple captain did, maybe. What made you do the Sané transfer? I'm a sucker for double game weeks, and I ultimately thought that even for -4 points, Sané could outscore Ali in 2 games. Would you sell Alonso to get Sané? I don't think I like that. If you haven't got money tied up in Alonso, then potentially, but I would try and find another way or leave it probably. I mean, I've got quite a lot of money wrapped in Alonso, so definitely wouldn't do it. My overall rank is not as good as it was the week before. 130k. So I'm kind of yo-yoing. I was 235, got up to 103, and then up to 76. So I had a couple of nice weeks. Then dropped down to 130 last week. Really bad. It's very tight still at the top. So you're going to yo-yo quite a bit, I think. Hopefully it'll be a big green arrow this week. We'll see. When am I streaming next week? That's just a good point, because I don't know if I want to stream on Sunday, because there's still the Chelsea match to go on Monday, and there's still obviously the Man City match. So, depending on when if the Scoutcast is on Tuesday again, then I'll stream on Wednesday. If the Scoutcast is on Wednesday, I don't know when I'm going to stream. Apart from Friday, probably next week. I'll see. The matches just fall a bit annoying next week, so we'll see. Danger of an anti-climax with all the scouts going Aguero triple captain. I did think of that actually. I was hoping that they weren't so they weren't going to be so invested in it, to be honest. It's always a bit more interesting when we don't all do the same, but I can't change my mind because of that. How many likes we are? 90 likes already, wow. Let's get 10 more before 10 o'clock to hit the big 100. Would be awesome. 846 subs. Nearly hit that. Should hit that 850 tonight, I reckon. We'll see. Do a stream on Monday coming. I could do. I kind of I did like doing it Monday this week. We'll see. The Scoutcast should definitely be held on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. It all comes down to schedules. Not everyone can do Wednesday. It's not as easy as Tuesday, so we'll see. I've just made you log into your computer and change the theme. Oh my god. I hate when people say stuff like that. I feel like really liable then. Yeah, I don't know about the Scoutcast. We'll have to wait. Am I going to stream for you for tonight? No, I'm actually working tomorrow, so once this stream's over, there's only one place I'm going. That's bed. Out of all the scouts, would you say you love the double game weeks the most? No, I don't know. I think everyone likes them quite a lot, to be honest. They're always the most interesting part of the season, I think. City will disappoint, and you're screwed for 28 and forward. Quite possibly. I do have transfers, though. Yeah, Sané is a huge differential, yeah. Triple captain Sané. Hope Aguero does nothing. That could be huge. Imagine that. Not with all that Pepsi swindler, are we? Hang on, what's that for? I don't know what that's in reply to. This is just blackcurrant squash. No Pepsi for me now for like 2 weeks or something like that. Nice paraphrase. I've already forgotten what that's in relation to. I say something and someone says something about it in the chat, and I'm like, what did I just say? Post on Snapchat. I'm still trying to work out the whole Snapchat thing. What I mainly want to know with Snapchat is, does everyone that's added me, do I have to add them so they can see Anyway. Is this Snap support or FPL? Or may I go back to work? You go back to work. Nah, I'm only messing. I'm just kind of interested in using it going forward. Like, imagine if I'd love to have had Snapchat when Lukaku was banging in 4 goals. Anyway, if Size uses it a lot, I can chat to him about it offline. You gotta love. What's that? You gotta love. Oh, a bit of Candyland. Everyone loves it. My Snapchat's the same as this. It's what I use for pretty much everything. I'm too sure about Sané. Again, I guess that's not too sure. He's likely to play over Navas or Nolito. When was the last time Nolito played? Let's have a look. And Navas is shit. Come on. Does a job, but what job? When was the last time Nolito played? Played 1 minute against Bournemouth. Other than that, he hasn't played since Gameweek 19. And who's the other guy you said? Navas. Obviously, fair enough. The fixtures are quite close together, so he might. He's played like 50 minutes in 7 game weeks. Yeah, exactly what Furion says. Nolito doesn't get game time, and Navas is used as a sub. That's pretty much sums it up, I think. Oh, 109 likes, you legends. Yeah, Sané, for the most part, I think we have to say that Sané is nailed and Sterling is nailed, and see what happens. If Phillips doesn't play, you'll only have 10 players for Gameweek 27. Do I take my first hit this game week or risk only having 10? It depends who the 10 are, but a hit this week is more than fine, I think. Especially if you're bringing in like a City player. Hazard will obviously play. I tend to agree, to be honest. Need to update your profile pic on Snapchat. Alright, I'll look into that another time. Won't do too much more Snapchat support. Yeah, spam the Snapchat when the Aguero bags are hurt. Yeah, so I guess like when the first goal in, I can snap. Then when his 5th goal goes in, I snap again, right? There's always an upset in WWE. Yeah, that's true. Like, not necessarily an upset, but someone does well that you were not expecting. Phillips' point prediction for this game week, not very high. I don't think he's going to start, if I'm honest. Maybe a cameo. Snapchat the Morales Hattie. If only I still owned him. Wouldn't it be great if all 3 City SAS assets assisted each other for the 4 goals? That'd be amazing, yeah. 1 hat-trick from Phillips. Oh, that'd be gutted, wouldn't it? Have him on the bench. How's it going, Thomas? Wait, is this Mr. Gabbiadini in the chat? Oh, I've lost the chat here. Morales will reward the manager to kept faith in 28. Not sure about that. Can I answer your question, please? I could do, but I've completely missed it. Oh, Snoddy to Sané or Siggy -4, -8 total. Or just play Snodgrass, sub Coleman. I'd probably take the hit, I think. If it was me. In all seriousness, are there any good future double game week options? Yeah, of course there will be. Oh, this week. Yes, Sané and Sterling. Maybe Silva, Peter Crouch. Could be top scorer. Fear for the double game, it would be rotation we're all ignoring. Does Aguero start or Iheanacho time? I don't know if Iheanacho is going to start, to be honest, but obviously Aguero is probably not going to have penalties because Yaya Toure is likely to start. Gradual captain. If you grant triple captain and come out well out of it, then I'll be super impressed. Oh man, that Griezmann goal was so good. We need him in FPL next year. Preferably playing for Man United. You actually have Grant. Oh, that's handy. You gotta play him. Coutinho to Salah -4. You already have Mane, Sterling and Aguero. No, I don't think you get rid of Coutinho for -4. Little celebration, that's because he's coming to Old Trafford. I wish. You've Grant and Jakubovic. Yeah, that's a pretty nice combo. Obviously, you just play Grant this week. It's really nice having a double game week keeper if you already had him in before. Sure to play Dwight. Did he actually say he was going to play or just be in the squad? Either way, I'm happy if he plays, to be honest. I feel like we need to get the best out of him. Could be a really good long-term player. What's his Hazard knock? Conte basically just said that he'd had a kick in training. Should be fine, I'd say. Pickford and Jakubovic is the one. Yeah, I think that's good. Obviously, Grant's nice this week, though. You've already transferred in Aguero, Sterling and Grant. Should you bring in Sané for Hazard? For a -12? Probably not in that case. Obviously, just remember, you probably need to take hits to take all these players out. It depends how you're set up. But you could look at the Hazard to Sané move individually as just a separate -4, but -12, that does seem like quite a lot. But I've taken a -8, so it's only 4.4. Do you not think having Kolarov available is bad for City mids? Fernandinho has been playing left back. More than likely take one of the midfield. He might not. I think the front six for Man City has actually been fairly steady recently, hasn't it? A striker and then Sané and Sterling, De Bruyne and Silva and Yaya. So, that should be good. There's lots and lots of hits flying around this week, that's for sure. Right, if you are new around here, don't forget to hit that sub button. We're only one away from 850 now. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. Already on 117, aiming to get to 150 by the end of the stream. Am I worried about having no Sanchez? I've barely given Sanchez a thought, to be honest. Not going to be worried about that. Who will I downgrade next week to bring Lukaku in? Probably Aguero, but if Aguero does really well, I'd be tempted to ship Ibra, but we'll see. How many City assets will I hold after this double game week? Probably only one. Maybe two, but probably one. You liked the rotator at the bottom? I could put that back in easy enough. I'll tell you what actually happened. I was messing around trying to get these borders around the webcam and stuff, and I accidentally deleted what I usually use, so we'll see. Yeah, last stream got up to 210 likes. I can't remember what it was on when we went offline, but yeah, creeped up over 200, which was awesome. Sanchez could do well, but I'm not going to worry about it. Haven't got him now. He's not playing in 2 out of 3 game weeks, so... Still an Aguero rising again. I actually like that Sané's not rising because it means people aren't bringing him in. Yeah, you're not going to be able to captain Gabbiadini next week either. It's a crying shame. Maybe the week after. There we go. 850 subs. Only 150 away from 1,000 now. Next goal is 900 though. Should be good. What's that Shane Long poster at? That is a it's a FIFA Ultimate Team card I got from work. It's like a blown up version of last season's like the Irish style cards, Paddy's Day ones. Who am I captaining? Oh yeah, let me get my team back up because I'm sure there'll be quite a few questions about that. No, Man City's the second game on Sunday. The first game is Spurs vs Everton. I'm going to be watching that one, probably. That's going to be a horrible match to watch, considering I've taken out Ali and Lukaku. Could be tears. How's it going, Kev? That's probably what I should have done for one of the polls, actually. Is how many minus points will be taken. But anyway, let's check the polls now. You've just taken a hit. This stream is bad for your health. I know. You're watching the wrong stream if you don't want to take hits. Seriously. Okay, let's have a look. How many minutes for Aguero? So, 121 to 150 is the most popular. 64% of people think that. I've only had 50 responses, but 64% think 121 to 150. There's 32% very optimistic people, 151 to 180, and then hardly any for kind of 0 to 120. And then the other poll is, are you using your triple captain in Gameweek 27? Simple yes or no. Yes, 73%. No, 26%. How's it going, Phil, man? Haven't you tuned in before? I'm sure I've seen you. I know I've seen you in the Scoutcast, but I thought you tuned into this before. The polls, it depends how early you got into the stream, because I only put them up after I launched the stream, but there should be a little eye in the top right hand corner of the screen, and you can just click on that and answer the polls. Do I listen to any other FPL podcasts? Not at the moment, but I probably should. Oh, cool, Phil, man. I thought you'd been in before, but yeah, I do this. I try and do 2 streams a week, usually, at least one. This week, this is the 3rd one actually this week. Just because double game week hype. It almost certainly won't be 3 next week. For game week 28 blank. I don't think you have to triple captain just because we're taking the hits to bring in double game week players. I mean, we're always going to take hits to bring in double game week players. You just, I don't know, got to use your got to use the chip at some point. Love having Peters, like, could be a nice little bonus. Yeah, it's great when you own players like that. You've already got. It's like, well, Crouch probably isn't as good, but it was nice to have him. Have a rest. No, I enjoy doing this, especially when there's like double game week hype. I mean, earlier on we were up to 166 viewers again, which is the same as last year, so that's awesome. Hopefully, at some point before the end of the season, we'll break 200 viewers. That'd be cool. Like 200 peak viewers. Like usually once the stream goes offline, it shows you how many viewed it while you're online. It's usually about 350, sometimes up to 500, not very often. The last stream was like over 1,000 as soon as the stream ended. Game week 28 is going to be hard for me. Everyone's saying my game week 28 is going to be really hard. I'd love to see who everyone else has got. You're making me feel bad. Do I think Maguire will play next week? Yeah. Oh, you meant have a rest afterwards? Yeah, for sure. I'm heading straight to bed. I got work tomorrow. Is 1,000 unique viewers? No, I don't think so. So if someone tunes in, then tunes out and back in again, that probably counts as a view, I'd say. 1,000 unique viewers would be awesome. But it's still way up on what it usually is. So that's cool. Isn't everyone going to have a really shit Gameweek 2019? Yeah, possibly. Maybe a few more hits, that's for sure. You're going to have 11 players using 2 subs, fair play. I mean, I can have 8 or 9 with... I can have 9 with a hit if Phillips wins, so... Oh, I'm a community manager. For live transfer streams, a countdown clock graphic. Yeah, I mean, you can get graphics for certain stuff, like the sub goal, for example. You can have it so it automatically... So, like right now, it'd say 850 out of 900, but I just haven't worked out how to settle that up yet. I need to do it though, it looks much better. You can do it so how many likes there have been, how many viewers there currently are. Just all on the screen, which is nice. Saw a really good one earlier. Twitch does add-on. Yeah, I mean, YouTube does some of the add-ons as well, but it's mainly when you're streaming games rather than doing streams like this. I believe because like YouTube Gaming has all like sponsorship and donate buttons set up like Twitch does. Just a lot more focus because obviously games are so big. But there's stuff you can do on this still, so we'll see. Out of the 3 City players, are there any you'd consider keeping after double game week? So I consider keeping 2 of them. Aguero instead of Ibra, maybe. One of them probably has to go for Lukaku though. And I consider keeping Sterling longer term. We'll see. Phillips is better than Crouch. Possibly, but I think I'm probably going to get very few points from both of them, so I might as well play the one that potentially has 2 games and hope for the best. Kind of my thinking anyway. Where do I think City will finish? Top 4, maybe 3rd? Yeah, niche. I've tried that before where someone subscribes and it gives them a shout out, so it says such and such is subscribed. I had a sub announcer for that on like it was actually one of the first streams I tried to set that up. And when I tested it, it worked. But when someone subbed in the stream, it didn't work. So I don't know why. It looked like a bit of a mess, so I just got rid of it. I'll try and get that back. Thinking about keeping a word count in the next scout cast. Only 10% for me? I know. I should butt in more, shouldn't I? Doesn't triple captain on Sterling give the largest rise? Triple captain on Sane would give the biggest rise if he does well. He's owned by hardly anyone. If Aguero and Sterling were to fail and Sane went mad and you had a triple captain, you're flying right up the ranks. Can you add us on Snapchat? I don't know if I'm going to add people really. I don't know if that's the done thing, is it? I'll see. What happens if I add you? What does that mean you can do? Do I regret not getting Coleman? Possibly. That's one I'll have to answer in a few weeks, I suppose. Depends whether the money would have been, whether the money's handy or not. Right now, it looks like the money is going to be handy, but we'll see. Don't make me think about Aguero failing. Oh, I won't. Don't worry. Okay, you can just send me snaps. Alright, we'll see. Oh, then I should really add you, right? Because one of the things I thought about doing was like, I don't know, like this morning, for example, I was waiting for a bus for like an hour. I was thinking I could just snap now. And people could snap me back, right? What are you doing with Aguero or whatever? I don't know. But I have a feeling I'll be sent some dodgy stuff, so I don't know. Is Aguero the best triple captain outside Game Week 37? It does seem like it's probably going to be that way, but I don't know, we'll see. And Game Week 37 apparently is going to be bench boost territory, so... You're not going to do it, TM? Come on. What are my transfer plans next game week? Are you going to take a minus 16? Hell no. I'll probably take a minus 4 maximum. That'll give me 9 double game week players. 9 blank players. That'll probably be good for me. See you later. Good night. You're playing this game week 29 wildcard? I find that hard to believe. For people with low ranks, is it season over if triple captain Aguero fails? No. I don't think so. A good idea would be people can send you FPL questions via Snapchat so you can prepare for videos or live. Yeah, I've seen people do that before. I've seen people do like Snapchat Q&As and they just take the questions from Snapchat and answer them on YouTube or whatever. I don't want to just take questions from Snapchat because I've got Twitter and stuff as well. Actually, for people watching, I set up a Facebook page earlier. I haven't posted anything to it and I need to work on the banners because I've taken the same one I use for YouTube and it doesn't look very good, but this should be the page. So I know some people don't like Twitter, so there you go. I'm so sceptical of Snapchat. That's because I'm an old man. What does everyone know already? Should you use triple captain on Aguero? Sure. Unless you think there's going to be a better option. No worries, Matt Smith. You had a 30-minute meeting. I hope the meeting went well. You're not going to wildcard in Game Week 29 TM, no way. Trigger started a good Facebook page. Yeah, to be honest, this Facebook page I'm thinking of is not really necessarily one to like rival TransferHub or anything. It's more to kind of use in conjunction with the stream, really. So like some people, have said in the stream that they're missing streams because I'm announcing it on Twitter and they don't use Twitter and they use Facebook. So that's basically it. Facebook page not found. Hang on a sec. Try and find it for you. Should be it. That's the same as what I posted before, wasn't it? Yeah, that's taken straight from it, so I don't know. Why will you not? I just don't think you will, even if your team's terrible, but we'll see. I think you'll want to keep it as late as possible. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting notifications now that someone's liked my page, so it must be working. I prefer Twitter, to be honest, but like I still use Facebook quite a lot, so like for personal use. So it doesn't take much to switch over the page. So I'm not going to use one or the other. You'll probably see me on Twitter more than anything, but I want to try and use Facebook primarily. Not primarily, to help out the people that don't use Twitter, basically, that still want to watch the stream. So there we go. Yeah, the Facebook page is like super blank. I don't even think I've written a description yet. Aren't young people abandoning Facebook? They probably are, to be honest. The problem with Facebook is you basically just add people you know, not people you don't. And people you don't usually have more in common. Do I have a Bebo page? I don't think I've ever had one. Who's famous in India? I stopped spamming about asking me to add you on Snapchat. I'm not going to do it now. Friends reunited. Oh my god. I've heard it all. Friends reunited. Fucking hell. Flashback City. We'll all be on, what was the chat? Yeah, MSN. Wasn't there like a chat room as well? Anyway, right, back to FPL. Wildcard game week 30 or 36. Depends what kind of state your team is in. We'll have to see. Also, just quickly going back to Facebook, I hate the banner in the profile picture. I really need to sort something out. I'm just trying to find someone to do it for me. Friends of United. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. 129 likes, 129 people watching. Lovely. Let's hit that button 21 more times. We'll hit 150 before the stream's out. -8 for Sterling and Aguero. Who are you getting rid of? But probably yes. Would you play Mawson over Baines? You also have Baines. I guess one of those is Coleman, is it? When is Crouch double game week? Same as when City's is. This week. Coleman or Yoshida? Who does Southampton have? Watford away. I think Watford might score in that game. Obviously, I think Spurs will too. I'd probably play Coleman. -8 for Ali to Sané. I mean, I've basically done that, so I'm going to say yes. Liking the video just helps out for getting it up there for other people to see, so we can build the stream, make it bigger and better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Just helps me out, really. Appreciate it. You don't have to. No, it's nothing to do about it. Like, advertising revenue is like nothing anyway, so yeah, it's definitely not for that. It's not a money thing. It was last year, yes. I said that on the last stream that everyone got rid of their single game player Spurs last year, and we're kind of doing the same now, so it is a little bit of a worry. We'll see. Everton are pretty good though, so. You're afraid of leaving Baines on the bench in case Everton get a penalty. Already playing Coleman, what do you think? Honestly, I think you play Mawson. Like, if you're not playing Mawson against Burnley, then it's a pretty decent fixture. Then you're thinking about hitting in cheap strikes. I don't think most people are they? I mean, are hitting Lukaku, that's about it. De Bruyne is playing deeper but due to explode. I don't think he is due to explode, to be honest. I think Silva is probably a better chance. Sorry, a better prospect than De Bruyne, potentially. Would you triple captain Aguero if your mini league leader has 69 points lead and he has no chips left? I mean, if you think Aguero is a good option, then yeah, of course you would. Like, it's hard for me to say no when I'm triple captaining him. What Mawson in for -4? That's what I like to see. I don't think he meant Coleman was on penalties. I think he meant Baines. Play Candyland. Do you know what? Everyone loves Candyland these days, so yeah, go on, I'll put it on. safeguard for people who are triple captain Aguero? Not really, to be honest. Surprised seeing me play Crouch. Wouldn't Berahino start both games? Yeah, he probably will. It's either Crouch or Phillips. Well, I suppose it's Crouch or Phillips or Holobas, and I just think none of them are probably going to score me many points, so I'll just play the one with the double. It's a bit of a hope, to be honest. We'll see. You think Lukaku will feast on Spurs' defence? I'm not sure about that. Play Crouch. Yeah, I'm going to play Crouch. There's nothing's going to stop that now. Not with my team. It makes sense. Funes Mori to get his first goal. Third on the bench. Oh, I hope not. How about Llorente instead of Crouch? Yeah, I mean, if you've got Llorente, then... Do you mean me bringing him in? No, I'm not going to do that. Crouch is basically my bench fodder. Although I'll probably have to switch to 3-4-3 soon, I think. Which game do I think will get the biggest haul? Probably the Stoker home. I guess it depends if everyone plays both matches. No warrant on Phillips, that's true. Warrants. But Sunderland are pretty bad, so... Projected points. Let's say 100. Boom, there we go. I mean, you'd hope for double figures from all of the double Gameweek players. So let's say 30. Just for them. We've got captain, so 40. Gotta be looking for at least 100. Do we still think 3-5-2 is the way forward? You do. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at 3-4-3 because of Gabbiadini. So Ibra, Kane, and Gabbiadini. As long as I can still fit Sanchez in, maybe. You think there's a 30% chance that Zlatan starts on the bench for Bournemouth? I really don't think that, to be honest. I think he starts. I don't think there's any problem with that. Yeah, Aguero and Sterling should rise tonight. Oh, from Fantasy Football Fix? Oh, I don't know. Every time I try and use Fantasy Football Fix, it never seems to work for me. So I don't know what projected points are. Hopefully high. Hey, troll me. I honestly can't troll me with Ibra. He's going to start. I know people have been worried about him, but not for me. Oh, excuse me. (3-5-2) gives you more flexibility, but you do like Gabbiadini. Yeah. I mean, I'm not that interested in Costa. Aguero is probably too expensive to hold. So it really is just Ibra and Kane. So we'll see. See what midfielders I need long term. If Mourinho was going to bench Ibra, it would be in this game. He's not. Is he going to bench it? He's not missed a single minute. He would score from the bench. Actually, from the bench. Could do. I can't believe Gabbiadini's still... Well, I can see why he's still rising, but the blanks, come on. God, excuse me. He's looking for a contract as well. Who, Ibra? I mean, Ibra's getting a contract no matter what he does. We'll see tomorrow at 1:30 PM. No, it's 11:30. Wait, no, isn't the game? Yeah, 12:30 kickoff, so we'll see it at 11:30. 12:30 for you, Mr. Frenchman. How's it going, Lazarus? So you did the all-in Man City move after, yeah? Had to take an 8-point hit, yep, same here. Let's hope it plays off short. You had Crouch and Peters already? Wow, okay. You're all in for this. You think Hughes will start Crouch for the home game at least, or want something to challenge the midfield, Middlesbrough defenders? Maybe, but he's also maybe going to want to run out Berahino in an easier game. Yeah, he could be right about Gabby. I haven't actually checked his goal conversion. I guess it's probably quite high. If you dislike the video, someone does it instantly after. I don't know. Sounds weird. Anyway, only 4 away from 150 likes now. That'd be awesome to get that before the end of the stream. Then we'll push for 175. Not considering the Berahino transfer. No, it's very sideways. There's a possibility that Crouch plays one of those games. It's not worth the hit. Plus, then got more money in a position that I don't necessarily want to have it in. So, we'll see. Someone informed me, is City playing? They are playing, yeah. If you're actually generally... No, you must know City are playing, of course. Chances of Phillips playing, I think, fairly slim. 150 likes. Awesome. Thank you all. 151, in fact. You're all legends. We're happy now. I'll stop banging on about that. Unless we get close to 175, then I'll start banging on it again. Banging on about it again. I hope I built that 175 goal graphic. No, I didn't. In fact, I purposely built it for 150 so I could use it on every stream. Although, yeah, I will have to amend it for the sub goal once we hit that. We're on 852 subs now, so hopefully we'll get close to the 900 in the next couple of streams. We'll see. I think it's getting more and more around. Oh, I'm down to 149. Nightmare. How's it going, Eddie? Morning from Sydney. So you're already on Saturday. You're very close to Ebro. Or the deadline. See you later, Math. Thanks for tuning in. Does my son have an FPL team? Nope. One day, though. Pedro has been the typical player we've overlooked because of blanks. Yeah, I actually said a few weeks ago, when was it? Was it Gameweek 26 that I would have looked at getting him in if... There was a reason why I ended up not getting him in, I can't remember why. Because something else happened where I had to do a different move. Oh, it's because they won in the FA Cup and they were going to blank. Am I being influenced to triple captain a great? No. No. All my own decision. 8 points worth of hits for me this game week. Someone's messing with the light button. Oh my god. How did I ever do that 4-hour stream? I'm already yawning now. I think I'm gonna, because I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna probably aim to head off at 11, not head off at 11 and then actually still be on at like half 11. So we've got 20 minutes for any more burning questions you have. Do you want really to stay? Yeah, I think so. I feel I was alcohol fueled actually in that 4-hour stream. I don't want Rude to stay. Maybe. It depends how many, how much money we can get from it, I suppose. When is the live game week stream happening? So I might do on Wednesday. Okay, so if the Scoutcast is on Tuesday, I will stream during the game on Wednesday, the second City game. Probably after halftime. Oh, excuse me. Then we can start discussing next week as well. Otherwise, the one where we go through all the games live will be Game Week 38. For sure. Good luck, Ben. Cheers for tuning in. I think Game Week 30 wildcard and good planning is better than Game Week 36. It could be. This is the thing, we're not going to know, because obviously if you don't or do wildcard in Game Week 30, your transfers will then be influenced by that, so it's very hard to measure if it was good or not. All games live would be amazing. Yeah, that only happens already in like a couple of game weeks, so Game Week 38 is one. In fact, it might be the only one where you have all games in one day at the same time, especially. It's why I don't like doing it any other days, because one, it's on the weekend, and two, you're only usually doing it for 4 or 5 games, because there's no big hitters, it's not that interesting, etc, etc. Oh, sorry Ben, not trying to get rid of you. Yeah, TM's getting his excuses in for next season already. Oh, if Crouch stream live on Wednesday so you can see a reaction if Crouch robot dancing, that'd be amazing. So that Thomas, good luck with Gabriellini. Yeah, I think that's right. So I think Boxing Day used to have all teams playing, but that's not anymore. Even a 3 o'clock Saturday stream would be great. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to regularly do that, so I'm probably never going to commit to that for now. But Game Week 38 is like a one-off. I definitely can definitely kind of get that one working. What time are we wrapping up? Probably about 11. That's my aim. Game Week 36, all games start at 3. That will change though. Because I looked at a few game weeks ahead and thought, oh, we've got a few games we could do this. But then I remember TV fixtures don't get announced this early. So by the time Game Week 36 comes around, Sky will decide what games they want and they'll get moved around. How's your mini league going? I got a few. Last week wasn't good for me, to be honest. So like, this is a work league here. I got up to 2nd or 1st, I think. I got overtaken this week, but I was like 60 or 70 points behind this for a while. So the last kind of 4 game weeks shot me up. So that's nice. One of the leagues with my mates, I think I'm well clear now. Yeah, 74 points ahead. So I would be... I can't say too much because Sai here, who's doing awful, is in the chat. He's actually losing to Frank, and Frank is even worse. I wouldn't expect to be caught in that one, I'd say. Unless they all start tuning into this, of course. And then the Mods and Cons League, I'm kind of happy with where I am. I'd like to get top 10 though. Very competitive league, as you can imagine. April 6th and April 13th we'll find out the May TV games. Yeah, exactly, so they will change for sure. Any of your leagues for money? Yeah, there's a few for money, so I think we decided to do money on this one this year. Sai will be able to correct me. No, we're definitely doing money on that one, yeah, this year. Because we didn't the year before and it was not as interesting. This one is a money league. I think this is a tenner each. So it's like 130 quid. Hopefully I can snatch that one before the end. Otherwise I think that's it. Oh, and this one's for money as well. I think this is a tenner each, so this is like nearly 300 quid. But I don't think it's all in for the winner, so we'll see. Oh yeah, Sai has all the money for that mini league, so I'll have to not say he's rubbish on stream again. I'm always surprised that your ranks aren't better. Why is that? Does everyone have Skype? Yeah, I do. You're in a 27-man league for a tenner each. Winner takes all. Nice. You're fourth. Okay, you get first by the end of the season. Oh no, yeah, I knew it was like a compliment. I think the thing is, we had a discussion about this a few weeks ago on Fantasy Football Scout about someone was moaning about how someone with this bad rank shouldn't give advice or something. I don't know, can't remember exactly what it was about, but I was saying like for me, apart from when I get a bit caught up in double game weeks, I tend to try and give like sensible advice, but it doesn't mean I take that advice myself, because I like a punt every now and again. So, and again, this is just excuses really, but like for example, like in the first 2 seasons, I only really had one mini league to be competing in, and I won them quite early from what I remember. So I just took loads of hits towards the end of the season, just didn't care. So I remember taking like -8 for like the last 4 or 5 games of the season. So I could have finished higher. These 2 outliers, they're just really bad. Bad for me. What time's the alarm set for tomorrow? 6:40 and 6:50. I might actually have to get up earlier than that, which is annoying. Maybe 6:30. Yeah, the price rise is definitely forced it last night. As soon as I decided that I was going to triple Man City, I had to make the move, because otherwise that's like 0.3. Plus I think Ali and Lukaku went down, so could have been a big hit on team value by not going last night. Do I play FanDuel, and if not, why not? I'm not in the UK, so I can't play it. Simple as that. That's where you... it's got to be fun. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that, like... I know some people say, like, taking hits is fun, but... If they keep going wrong, that's not fun. At the end of the day, the fun in FPL is winning. Sometimes I just can't ignore a punt here or there. Like, the sensible option this week probably isn't to take a -8 for 3 City players, but I love double game week, so I've gone for it. Oh, Ali and Lukaku didn't go down. Okay, fair enough. But still, it looked like they might. Do I hit the snooze button? Yeah, that's why when I say I've like 6:40, 6:50, 6:30, that'll be 3 alarms. Sometimes taking hits is just to make you feel better. Like, you take the hit for that player you want in, but you just can't get, and you just make the hit. And just looking at your team looks better, even if it doesn't work out better. Is team value still really a big issue? Well, my team value is pretty bad, so with big double game weeks potentially coming up, then it could still be an issue for me. So I don't want to lose anymore. And when it's like 3 players you know you're going to get in, you might as well just do it. This song is Entropy. How many hits for game week 28? Probably -4 at the most. My team value is 104.5, but I mean selling value is where we need to really look at, but I can't bother to check it now. I'm afraid. World number 1 review. Yeah. Oh god, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. So he's taking a -8 this week. Oh, look at that, Captain Kane. When you've got it, you got it. What do we reckon then? Antonio out maybe, Benteke. Don't know after that. Definitely brought in a couple of City boys anyway. Espen, you missed pretty much the whole stream. You can always rewind and watch if you like. No, he's made 3 transfers. Oh no, 1 transfer, sorry. Completely misread that. Oh wow, okay. So he's only getting 1 double game player. I don't know if he had cash in the bank beforehand, so it's hard to say what he did. Maybe he's just gone for a midfielder. Number 1 in the world. I only made 1 transfer. What do we think about that? Rookie error for an oracle like yourself. I know. My old eyes getting tired. Misreading everything. I might not make more. We'll see. Am I playing the Sky game? No, but I'll probably play it next year. I like the way they changed the captains. Koeman said he'd swap Lukaku for Kane. Did he really? That doesn't actually surprise me, some of the weird stuff he said this year. He's fluky on captains, but like Sai said, like, you need that bit of luck no matter how good at the game you are. Oh my god, sorry, I can't stop yawning. That's really bad, I know. Number 2 has made 2 transfers. So maybe Costa to Aguero and then depends how much money he had in the bank before. And maybe bring in Sterling, I expect. Us Norwegians are all fantasy. Was Koeman actually talking about his FPL team? Oh, he wasn't. Boo. Matt's winding us all up. Can't believe he's doing that to us. Right, let's see how many subs we're on. 854. Awesome. 155 likes. Perfect. Let's have a look at the poll results. So we've had 91, so double the responses now. 91 responses on how many minutes for Aguero, 67% still. I think that's roughly the same as before. Say 121 to 150, so that's most popular. I think that's probably about right. Then 151 to 180 is 25%. I think that might be slightly optimistic. And then barely anything for 0 to 120. And then will you use your triple captain in Gameweek 27? 65% say yes, 34% say no. So I think the amount of no's has gone up there. It's about a 2/3 split for yes. Who would you take at United out of Lukaku or Kane? Oh, that's tough. Very tough. See that, Killian? They're about the same age, right? 23 Lukaku and 23 Kane. Lukaku's just a little bit older. Kane shits on Lukaku. I'm not sure he does, you know. I'd like to see Lukaku now in a better team. Kane is so much better than Lukaku. Maybe. I'd take it over, to be honest. Talking about fantasy football on YouTube. Get a life. Oh no. I know. Imagine watching someone talk about fantasy football on YouTube. Kane on pens and the yeah, but that doesn't matter for a move. First touch of a pass. Check my Twitter. Alright. Oh yeah, okay, let's get this up on there. So this is the article people are talking about. Koeman desperate to keep Lukaku at Everton, but admits he would swap him for Harry Kane. What a weird thing to say. I won't read the article live on air, but that seems like a weird thing to say if that's what he said. I'm sure that's probably taken out of context. Should do a 6-hour stream last day of the season. You are basically reading my mind. I'm going to probably do... So at least an hour before deadline, which means then it's an hour before kickoff, 2 hours for the games, and an hour after. So 5 or 6 hours, yeah. See you later, Eskimo. Good luck. Oh, okay, yeah, that's out of context. But of course, it was always going to be. Okay, so we're only like a few minutes away from the end. So, what was someone asking me about at the start? Oh, Twitch, yeah. Was I tempted to get a Switch today? Not really, because the only game that anyone seems to be playing on the Switch is Zelda. And you can get Zelda on the Wii U, which I already own and don't use. And it doesn't look that much different, really. See you later, Felix. Yeah, just for anyone that's like watching now, we're probably going to start slowly but surely wrapping up. So there may be some non-FPL questions being answered. Maybe, probably not more Snapchat though. Don't panic. Kane would cost 100 million, so you're not going to go for Griezmann. Yeah, that's not right, is it? That Griezmann costs less than Kane, but you may get it. Yeah, to be honest, I'm really bad for story games, so I should just not buy Zelda because I won't play it. But I am kind of tempted to get on my Wii U because I did forget that obviously that's handheld as well. Obviously, you need it. Obviously, you need it on in the same household, but yeah, that could be handy. Getting it on the Wii U, that is. Playing it on the couch. Switch going to be another flop from Nintendo? I hope not, because I want to like Nintendo. But I feel like I can't knock them because they're selling consoles people obviously buy, but they're just not selling to me. So it'll be a while. Like, I'm basically waiting for Mario. Because the thing is, I'm never going to play a game on the Switch that I can play on PS4 or Xbox. So it's really all about the exclusives with the Switch. And like most of the launch titles just, I don't know. They don't look great. Griezmann is better than Kane. Yeah, of course. What country do you live in? Ireland. I kind of like the idea that the Switch you can take outside, but I don't know how often I'd use that. And the Joy-Con thing, that just seems like a gimmick, to be honest. Because when you play a game, the Joy-Cons, there's one analog stick on each. So if you're going to take them off to give to two different people, they only get to use one stick each, which means that surely only certain parts of the game will be playable with that 2-player handheld, so we'll see. Zelda's got really good reviews. That's my team. Whoever just asked. This could be our last chance to triple captain Aguero. He may leave in the summer. Give us a nice send-off. Yeah, he could. Yeah, if you haven't seen Griezmann's goal last night, you should watch it. It was awesome. I'm not going to pull it up on stream after what happened last time. Do you think Shane Long should switch team again? He maybe should. I think he's good enough to get into probably like be a first teamer in like maybe a lower league, not a lower league, sorry, lower like position team in. Like I think he's good enough for the Premier League, but maybe a team further down the table. The other problem with the Switch is that I've seen people I follow on Twitter who are big fans of it. They said you've pretty much got to buy the Pro controller, and that's like another 50 odd quid on top. It's just a lot of money. That's Nintendo's USP, Zelda Mario. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't play NBA, yeah, not into basketball really. FIFA is the only sports game that I play. Am I sure about the triple captain? Well, I'm doing it, at least. 70 quid. Yeah, controllers are just horribly expensive. I really like one of those PS4 Pro ones, but they're like 150, 170 odd quid. I don't tend to play Call of Duty anymore. FIFA though I do. I really like Rainbow Six Siege when it comes to shooters. I like my strikers big, fast and strong, even though I think Griezmann is a better player. In a striker position you prefer Kane. Kane's not that quick though. But still he is strong. And Griezmann would be a bit like Arsenal playing Sanchez up front, I suppose. Who should you play out of Holebas, Maguire, Tom Carroll or Phillips? Probably Tom Carroll or Phillips. Phillips if you think he'll start, otherwise Tom Carroll. Yeah, I said that earlier in the stream. At the absolute max, I think triple captain is worth 25 points. And like people worrying about, you know, not then having it for Sanchez. Well, when Sanchez has a double game week, I just captain him. All I'm losing out on is one score. Star Wars Battlefront, yeah, that was good. Right, lads. I'm going to wrap up here, I think. As always, appreciate you all tuning in. I had well over 100 viewers for pretty much the whole stream, which is awesome. Stream's getting bigger and better. Well, bigger at least. Don't know if it's getting better. But if you haven't already, hit that like button, thumbs up. Be really appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're on 856 subs now, which is awesome. Next stream I'm undecided. There will be 1 or 2 next week. Probably best to follow me on Twitter to double check when that will be. I'd like to do 1 or 2 next week. I may try and do a video as well next week because I like doing them and I haven't done one in the last couple of weeks, so we will see. But yeah, thumbs up, appreciated. Subscribe, appreciated, and just love y'all for tuning in. It was awesome. I hope we all have great game weeks, especially Aguero, Sané and Sterling. Don't want to come on next week and the double game week's been a damn squib because that's just boring. Double game weeks are supposed to be fun. Let me see if there's one more question I can answer. There's always someone that asks a question just as I'm trying to go. There isn't. Wow, okay, then maybe I can get off on time tonight and get some sleep. But yeah, I'll be on Twitter. Maybe I'll be on Snapchat tomorrow. I don't know, but Probably definitely will be if Aguero scores a hat-trick, although that will be Sunday, so there we go. Yes, I triple captained. Right, I'm off. Thank you all. Yeah, have a great game week.